Hey, welcome. When we talk about giving, what's the first thing that pops into your head? For a lot of us, it's dropping a few coins into a donation box. But is that really the whole story? We tend to throw around words like charity and philanthropy like they're the same thing. Well, today, we're going to untangle these ideas and dig into a spirit of giving that's way older and deeper than you probably think.
All right, so let's just jump right in with the big question. Are charity and philanthropy just two different words for the exact same thing? Well, if you ask a social scientist, you're going to get a very firm no. And by the end of this, you'll see exactly why. And this classic saying, it just nails the core difference perfectly. Think about it. Charity is all about immediate relief. It's tackling the symptoms, right? Giving a fish to someone who's hungry. It's vital, it's direct, it's compassionate. Philanthropy, on the other hand, is trying to strike at the root of the problem. It's about teaching that person to fish, giving them the skills and the tools so they don't have to be hungry tomorrow. It's a long-term systemic fix.
Now, that whole fishing analogy is a fantastic start, but there's definitely a lot more to the story. So let's build on that and really get to the heart of what philanthropy is all about. The word itself actually gives us a massive clue. It comes from the Greek philanthropos, which literally means love of human beings. And just look at how broad that is. It isn't just about helping the less fortunate. It's about improving the quality of life for everybody by supporting things like education, the arts, scientific research, you name it. It's about building a better society for all of us.
And this quote gets at a really key distinction. See, philanthropy isn't always about that immediate emotional feeling of helping. It's about taking a step back to see the whole big picture. It means looking past the immediate problem to address the root causes and really pushing for systemic reform. Fixing the underlying issues so they stop happening in the first place.
I absolutely love this quote from Dr. Robert Payton. It just captures the relationship so perfectly. You can almost picture it, right? If charity is the kind, compassionate sister who rushes in to help, philanthropy is the wise, prudent sister who's thinking strategically about how to stop the problem from ever happening again. You need both, for sure, but they play very different roles.
So let's take a trip back in time. Because this whole idea of giving, it's not new. Not at all. It's a really ancient impulse that's shown up in countless different ways all over the globe for thousands and thousands of years.
This timeline just gives you a little peek into that deep, deep history. We see it in ancient Egypt 6,000 years ago, with records of giving bread to the hungry. In ancient Greece, it was all about a general sense of kindliness and hospitality. And then you fast forward to 1180, and you see this incredibly sophisticated system in Rabbi Moses ben Maimoni's 8 degrees of giving. And get this, the highest form was helping someone become self-supporting, a truly philanthropic idea. And this spirit is just a cornerstone of so many of the world's faiths. In Islam, you have zakat, which is an organized, compulsory system to help the poor. Judaism's tzedakah is seen as this profound obligation, not just, handing out spare change. Christianity talks about being a cheerful giver. And Zoroastrianism has this beautiful idea that true happiness comes from seeking it for others, with the purest form of charity being done without any expectation of getting something back. The core impulse is just universal.
So, if this impulse is so ancient and so universal, you have to wonder, does it go even deeper? Let's explore a really fascinating connection: the link between philanthropy and altruism, and this question of whether the drive to help is literally hardwired into life itself.
Okay, this is a pretty bold statement, isn't it? The idea that this spirit of giving, of altruism, was on this planet millions of years before the first humans even walked the earth. But the evidence for it is, well, it's pretty fascinating.
Just look at this. Fossil records show organized ant and termite societies from 70 million years ago, where individuals sacrificed themselves for the good of the colony. Biologists have found sea creatures that literally give up their own short-term advantages for the long-term health of their whole community. This isn't just a human thing. It's a survival strategy that you see all over the natural world. So, here's the kicker. If this altruistic behavior has been around for so long across so many different species, it suggests that nature itself actually values it. It's been seen fit to continue for millions of years because it must provide some kind of powerful evolutionary advantage. And that brings us full circle, right back to us. This is why it all matters. Altruism isn't just some nice-to-have quality, it's kind of the glue that holds us together. A society that runs purely on self-interest just can't last. That concern for others is the absolute foundation of collaboration and community. So the next time you feel that urge to help someone, whether it's giving a fish or teaching someone how to fish, it's worth stopping for a second to ask, is this just a nice thought I'm having? Or am I tapping into something truly fundamental, an ancient impulse that's woven into the very fabric of life itself? Something to think about.